my feet out. Usually after supper, I take about a half hour and a half.
Did you guys see a break from walking?
Yeah, we don't walk. My wife broke a
So
foot.
it's IBR reporting.
She's got this food. This is 12 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she, something wrong on her.
Well, you should see. I mean, it's-
All right, we got 6 o'clock, folks. I'm gonna call the city council meeting of March 28th to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Forrest Fromme,
Here.
Dick Marshke,
Here.
Jim Bansma,
Here.
Marie Fenske. Here. Don Miller.
Here.
Bryce Remy.
Here.
You all stand and join me in reciting the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have a motion to act on the council minutes of February 23rd and March 15th of 2023.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye. Opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke.
Aye.
Do we have any public appearances today? Scotty? 3 minutes.
I'd like to appear publicly. My name is Scott Geeson. I live at 725 Stoll Street. Lived in Horicon a long time. I just wanted to say that I also work here. I work for the community, and I'm really privileged and honored to do that. I'm also privileged and honored to work for the people who reside in the city of Horicon. But I've got a serious issue with some of our infrastructure. Our roadways are taking a serious hit. They're going bad faster than we're doing anything with them. And some of the last few winters have just been extremely detrimental on them. The lack of good hardcore frost was tragic. The hot, cold just trashed them. I don't want to live in a city where the roads just go to crap and stay that way. We're behind the 8 ball real bad on road repair. You're all the experts up there on how to handle things. I'm not. I just fill potholes and drive around on them because I live here. But something's got to happen faster than it has been. I understand the amount of money that's there to do road repair every year doesn't touch it. I also understand that figure hasn't changed in a long time. The problem is the cost of doing roads. Anyone who in here who buys things, even go to the grocery store, stuff keeps getting more expensive, like real serious. And unfortunately, you got to make up for that. But if we don't do something soon, we're going to be like out of smooth roads to drive on at all. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for your time, and thank most of you for everything you do and all the time you give to the city.
Thank you, Scotty. Do we have any other public appearances? All right. Agenda item 6, public hearing on the City of Horicon Park and Outdoor Recreation Plan of 2023. I declare this public hearing open.
So the 2023 version of the Horicon Park and Outdoor Recreation Plan is an amendment or modification of the last one. It has some of the updated figures. One of the biggest thing is we updated the maps. We don't have maps from 2002, I believe it was, that was in there. I'm hoping that once we approve this tonight, or if we send it back to get changes, that we can start going out and actually doing some good work for our playgrounds. We have a few that are in really rough shape, but This is essentially the park's wish list for it. Everything that's in here was either brought to us from the Parks Board, there was a survey to the public, and then I also posted my phone number and email for the public to call if they couldn't make a meeting. So that's where everything came from.
Does anyone else have anything to add on the City of Horicon Park and Outdoor Recreation Plan of 2023? All right, declare this public hearing closed. Motion, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay, clerk, please call the roll.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Closed. Agenda item 7, act on the resolution 2023-03, the Park and Outdoor Recreation Plan. Bryce,
I will make a motion to approve resolution 2023-03, the Park and Outdoor Recreation Plan.
I'll second.
is there any discussion? All right, not in favor, aye, opposed, nay, clerk, please call the roll.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Motion carries. Agenda item 8, the Personnel and Finance Committee report. Forrest?
Personnel Finance met regular session March 16th, 6 PM here at City Hall. All members present. We had a motion to approve our minutes from February passed. Motion for the approval of the Aquatic Center transferable pass policy. Some modifications were recommended. It's on our agenda tonight. That motion passed. We had a discussion based regarding park maintenance funding. Discussion on vacation and comp time benefits for full-time employees for in the city. Motion to approve our bills for February in the amount of $2,758,320.30 passed. We start our next meeting for Monday, April 17th at 5:30 PM here in council chambers. And then we had a motion to close in the closed session for considering a MOU with the Horicon Professional Police Association Local 44 relating to the sergeant's position for Wisconsin statute 19.851E. And that passed, and we had adjourned at 6:32 in the closed session. You need me to read the other personal finance meeting minutes from, okay.
Item 9, the Public Works and Development Committee report. Jim?
Public Works and Development Committee meeting was called to order at 6 PM by Chairman Jim Bansma. Members present, Bansma, Fenske, and Miller. Members absent, none. Motion by Miller, second by Fenske to approve the February 2nd, 2023 minutes. All voting aye, motion carried. Public appearances, none. Motion by Miller, second by Bansma to approve mill and overlay for City Hall parking lot, east side of the Public Safety Building parking lot, and a portion of the road at Oak Hill Cemetery and Mill Street from Cedar to Finch Streets and Clark Street from Walnut to Maple Streets. All voting aye, motion carried. Motion by Fenske, second by Miller to approve County Engineering design and layout of the salt shed. All voting aye, motion carried. Motion by Bansma, second by Fenske to approve the purchase of a Gutterman 610 leak correlator with 2-year warranty not to exceed the budgeted price amount of $19,500. All voting aye, motion carried. Motion by Miller, second by Fenske to approve Faith Leak Detection Services to perform a leak survey of the city water distribution system in the budgeted amount of $7,350. All voting aye, motion carried. DPW update, ice and snow removal as needed, storm sewer cleaning, sign inspections, street maintenance, tree, shrubbery trimming. water, wastewater update, utility construction has resumed in City View, public service audit nearing completion. Set the next meeting date for Thursday, April 6th, 2023 at 6 PM at the DPW conference room. Motion by Miller, second by Fenske to adjourn. All voting aye. Meeting adjourned at 6:50 PM.
Thanks, Jim. Public Safety Committee, Dick.
Public Safety Committee met at 6 o'clock on March 14th. Members present were Marshke, Fenske, and Remy. Motion by Remy, second by Fenske to approve the February 14th, 2023 minutes. Motion carried. No public appearances. Monthly reports. Police service calls were up from last year at this time. Motion by Marshke, second by Remy to approve monthly reports. Motion carried. East Lake Street Task Force, waiting for crossing lights expected in March with the event planned in spring by the PD. Emergency response plan presented by Warner Biederman. Plan will help city to recover money in time of loss and allow the city to go deeper into the plan. Plans need to be reviewed by the council. Nebraska and West Lake Street bus pickup and drop off. Not a city decision, it's a Horicon school district. Speed deterrence. No money in 2023 budget. Birchcrest and Chandler Streets residents would like to see something done. Chicken ordinance, discuss about abutting property owners agreeing to have chickens, looking into public input and neighbors' approval. Potential train ordinance, city already has a train ordinance. Under liquor and operators license, none. Next meeting date was set for Tuesday, April 11th, 2023 at 6 PM at the Public Safety Building. Motion to adjourn by Marshke, second by Fenske. All voted yea. Meeting adjourned at 7:07.
Thank you. Item 11, Park and Rec Board report, Bryce.
The Park and Rec Board meeting was called to order at 6:02 PM by Chairperson Remy. All members were present, none were absent. There was a motion by Remy, second by Marshke to approve last month's minutes. There were no public appearances. Under the Parks report, there's getting the fence scheduled for the Disher Park baseball field. For the Aquatic Center report, making sure we have staff for the pool, getting orders for lifeguard apparel. And then there was a request for the vending machine contract. Recreation report. Current activities include youth basketball and youth volleyball. There's also homeschool gym activities. There's a third grade boys basketball tournament on March 5th. And then Van Brunt offers pickleball Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to noon. And then there's beginner and advanced competitive play there. We went over the playground proposals from the recreation, and we discussed that it wasn't exactly what we were looking for, but this is a good idea of what we could get for traditional playground costs. The playground at Disher Park, it was brought up during the phone call at the recreation. They had looked at the Disher Park with Kingman last summer, and the playground near the baseball diamond at Disher Park will need to be investigated for structural integrity. Geeson will do playground inspections in March, and he'll gather a list and provide it to us before making decisions on potential closures or removals. Playground at Rotary Park, there was a discussion on removal of playground at Rotary Park. We'll wait for the update at next month's meeting before deciding, as there are other safety concerns. There was a motion by Remy, second by Marshke, to approve the 2023 Aquatic Pool Center flyer and rates to raise family pass from $125 to $150 for a family of 4. And each additional family member up to 7 will be $10 per member. All voted aye, motion carried. For the Horicon Aquatic Center transferable pool pass policy, I needed to update bullet point number 6 in the policy. That is the pool attendee, not the libraries, who would be liable. There was a motion by Remy, second by Mookie, to approve horses at the Horicon Chambers 5K run event on June 3rd. All voted aye, motion carried. Updates for the monument at Bowling Green Park, we're just looking into the size of it. Updates for the Horicon bicycle program. Bikes and signs are here and in the shed. We'll mark them as property of Horicon. Set to promote on April 15th, 2023 at the ribbon cutting ceremony at 11 a.m. There's no updates on the Disher Park Dance Hall at this time. And then I had an update on Operation Take Flight. We'll have 3 golden eggs scavenger hunts and parks as a promotion for that very soon. And then 10 ducks will start being on display at the end of May. Set next meeting date for Wednesday, April 12th, 2023 at 6 p.m. at DPW conference room. There was a motion to adjourn by Remy, second by Kroll. All voted aye. Motion or meeting adjourned at 7:35.
Thank you. Plan Commission, Don?
There was no business conducted at this meeting this month.
And as far as my report, in the last week, we've seen a couple pretty neat things. It looks like Blue Heron was sold, and it looks like they're gonna be doing a plan to get that going, which is really neat because a lot of people come to town to use that, and that's something that all of us are very familiar with. That's exciting. Olson Builders had their groundbreaking ceremony today on that land that we sold to them out there next to Marlin, between Marlin and I guess it's Fastenal or whatever building's out there. It was a very, very nice groundbreaking. And they probably have leveled half the trees today already. I haven't been out there, but I know they're getting ready to work. That's pretty exciting to see. Some things are taking off commercially here in town, so I'm pretty excited. I went down and watched them start the construction of the baseball fence down at Disher. So they got the poles all the way around. They got some of the fencing up, so now our high school baseball team, Legion team, and any other teams that are down there are gonna be playing on a real baseball field instead of a snow fence this year, which is exciting. Other than that, I think it's been this is, I guess, my 12th, so it's been a year now, starting in a couple of weeks. I think we got all of us together, got a whole hell of a lot done, and that's really great. All of our department heads, council, all the employees in our city have gone way above and beyond. DPW was just absolutely impressive this winter. Other than that, thank you again. I think we're on the right track. And I appreciate everyone. Item 14, we're to act on ordinance 2023-07, which is an ordinance establishing Title 7, Chapter 15. This is mobile food vendors of the municipal code of the city of Horicon. It's in your packet, or it's on your desk.
It's on your desk. It's on your desk and emailed earlier today.
I will make a motion to approve ordinance 2023-07, an ordinance establishing Title 7, Chapter 15, mobile food vendors of the municipal code of the city of Horicon.
I'll second.
Is there discussion on the ordinance?
So this is allowing food trucks, I'm taking it,
Mobile food vehicles, mobile food vehicle vendors.
push carts, or something. So this is something we haven't had anything in place to regulate any of that.
Nope, that's why it's creational.
Just
Having seen it, have not seen it till 15 minutes ago. Because my question, what are the restrictions on these vehicles? I mean, they can park, can't park, or, I mean, are there areas they can't park? I'm sure you can't park on, can they park on city street?
No, not on the main drag.
I think it's number.
It's all in there.
Was it say 500 feet of a boundary line of a property, which a fair, farmer's market, festival, carnival, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it's pretty specific. And then there's also times. So was it 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. there during the week and 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. on weekends?
Yep.
What you guys do?
8 to 9, Sunday through Thursday, 8 to 10, Friday and Saturday.
City parks?
Yeah, so in the park plan, we wanted to make Bowling Green a food truck area because it's kind of like the central park.
Yeah, that's what we discussed before.
Yeah, so it'd be promoting it. This is essentially like the first step to getting it ready to promote.
The one thing I didn't see, maybe I was wrong in here, I know it was brought up today. Has a licensing fee been discussed?
Nope, that still needs to be, this was pushed to get the ordinance approved. We still have to develop the application and establish fees. So email correspondence with Bryce that, fees will go to personnel and finance for discussion. Certainly park board as well can, discuss that if they'd like. And I'll be probably working with somebody who likes to do forms more than myself, to get a form going.
Then the fire department has to do an inspection.
Yeah, that I see has already been created, so that's not my form. I'm creating the application that's crossing my desk and that I'm in charge of, so. I've got copies of other areas' applications, so I plan to utilize outside resources when creating ours.
Great. Is there any further discussion on the ordinance?
You didn't have any, Chief, you didn't have any other concerns or anything as far as being
No,
able
I
to
wrote it.
enforce any of the restrictions?
Last call for discussion. If not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske. Aye. Don Miller.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 15, the intro of our City of Horicon Emergency Response Plan. Warner?
I believe you got it in your packets, the emergency response plan. Okay, that plan is, I should back up 2 steps. The state requires that each municipality have an emergency response plan. And the last one I see that may have been approved, it dates back into the middle 1990s. We haven't had anything since, and it doesn't really match what the new templates are for an emergency response plan. With not having anything really on record, there's a concern regarding the ability to recover from a major incident in the town that's very costly, that we may not be able to apply for state or federal funding. The other aspect of the emergency response plan is state chapter 323, I believe it is. They want us to use an emergency command system, a structured one. So, and FEMA has been pushing this so that whatever municipality FEMA comes into or the state comes into, they recognize that command structure. If we have an approved emergency response plan, and this part of it here, this basic part is the key part, is that if we have a major incident, costly one, we can apply for funds if they are available from the state and or federal government, and we'd be eligible for that. Without having an approved emergency response plan on record, it's highly unlikely that we would be ever able to recover any of our costs through state or federal funding. And we'd be on the hook for it ourselves. So the first part of my job was, because we had such an outdated plan, was to get this part done first, get this approved. And this is only about 34 pages, but it's sort of the guts of what sets the pattern for everything else. The majority of the plan, this plan is, once you approve it, is fixed, okay? And it doesn't really have to change too much unless some outside entity says that we have to make some modifications to it. The other part of the plan, which is the most intense part of it, are the appendices, where you put out all the various department emergency response plans, reference material, outside agencies that can help, and in what regard they can help, contact numbers, all that kind of stuff. And just to sort of show you the volume of this, the first few pages, like what you were handed out, now mine is just printed on one page, is this much, but look what I've already collected in other people's response plans, reference agencies that we can contact, search and rescue dogs, shortwave ham operators that could come in and help in case of a complete communication blackout, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, this is what we're going through. now, and this is the stuff that needs to be infrequent updates. So I sort of separated the two, and in front of you is really the critical part. And I would ask the council to review that and approve that part, or if it's not adequate, tell me what shortcomings are there and I'll fix them. And then the rest of this will be an ongoing project.
Does this encompass like a business continuation plan? If something were to happen, then how do we keep the city running through, like, we lost City Hall, whatever reason? You know, is that something that we put in as an amendment to this?
It would be
Or
in the
amendments?
appendices.
Okay,
Yeah, it has content.
okay.
The
Yeah,
appendices, what each department would be doing.
okay.
And Kristen and I have already talked a little bit about that, just so that, people start thinking about what would we do if we lost City Hall or what wasn't available for whatever reason. Yeah, we're evacuating, each function.
I mean, that'd be something I guess I would look at all the department heads as far as having a continuation plan if something were to happen.
We all have their son.
Does anyone else have any questions for Warner? Thank you. Agenda item 16, act on the City of Horicon Emergency Response Plan. Dick?
I'll make a motion to approve the plan.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, I'd just like to thank Warner for going ahead and doing this and getting it updated. It's been attempted to many times before, never went anywhere. Finally, we got a current working document that we hopefully will never need it, but if we need it, it's there to help us. So, thank you.
Thanks.
Are we going to have copies of this in all the departments?
In all of the departments, each department should have their own emergency plan that pertains to their department.
Okay.
If you think that we should make copies of this for everyone, we can do that.
Or at least a
that's just-
few.
That's just a bunch more that we have to update every year. So I had only planned on 3.
Okay.
One would be here, printed ones here, DPW, which is the backup DOC in public safety building.
Is this something that we could post to our website as far as the document, or is this something that's
No.
more
No,
internal?
No.
that's gonna have information that should not be shared with the public.
It is public information though.
Well, there's some information in there though that,
That's correct. There's some information that we won't share.
All right. If
And there'll be
there-
a digital copy up in the cloud, the City of Horicon cloud.
Yeah, this is something good to have. I think we're only the second community in Dodge County that have theirs approved and finished, which is good as well. If there's no other discussion, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
here, now this is the one that is, the draft dated March 16th.
Yes.
Say motion to approve the City of Horicon Emergency Response Plan dated 3/16/2023. Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske. Aye. Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Those are approved. Thanks, Warner. Item 17, act on the aquatic center season pass rates and number of members included in a family pass. Bryce?
I will make a motion to approve raising the family pass from $125 to $150 for a family of 4, with each additional family member up to 7 at $10 a member.
Second.
There's discussion on the rates?
When did the family pass, or the family count go from 5 to 4? I think I asked you this in a previous meeting.
I know we talked about, I don't remember the exact date, but I know we wanted to put it in writing that there's a cap, because we had a couple groups that were in apartment buildings that were using it, so we had like 15 individuals use it as a family pass. They got away with it because of the wording. So that's why it's in writing that way.
Second, thank you. Any further discussion on the rates? All right, if not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
So this is a motion to approve increasing the price of a family pass to $150 for a family of 4, with a $10 price for each additional family member up to 7. Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 18 is acting on the 2023 Aquatic Center flyer. Bryce,
I will make a motion to approve the 2023 Horicon Aquatic Center flyer.
Second.
any discussion?
Where's the price for it? Never mind. Found it.
Any other discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
say motion to approve the 2023 Aquatic Center flyer as distributed in the council packet. Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 19 is acting on a request from the Marsh Area Chamber of Commerce to have a horse in Bishop Park as part of the Veterans Run. Bryce,
I will make a motion to approve the Marsh Area Chamber of Commerce request to have a horse in Disher Park on Saturday, June 3rd, as part of the Veterans Run.
Second.
any discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
motion to approve the request from Marsh Area Chamber of Commerce to have a horse in Disher Park as part of their Veterans Run on June 3rd, 2023. Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Item 20 is acting on the Horicon Aquatic Center transferable pass policy. Forrest.
Bryce, the one I have here in front of me, is this got the item number 6 updated?
Let me look real quick.
the one that was in the council packet.
Yeah, the one in the packet.
Pool management reserves the right to revoke a transferred pass at any time for any reason from the pass borrower, not the library.
Yes, this is the correct one.
Okay. Then I'll make a motion to approve the Aquatic Center transferable pass policy as provided in our packet.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I've got a question. Alex,
Yes.
our pool pass, when we started this, they were to be checked out in the morning, correct? And then returned that night. Am I on the right track?
I can specifically speak to Horicon Public Library that it is a same-day pass. It doesn't matter what time you check it out, it must be returned to the library prior to closing of that same day,
Okay.
because we're local. If you're coming to Horicon, we're right here, right next door, 2 blocks down from the pool. It's also, so we do that so that we have the ability to offer that pass every day to a different or a different library user. It's not, doesn't necessarily have to be from Horicon, so that we can get the max usage out of it. A household is only permitted to use that pass once per week. So we're trying to make sure that it's spread out. So that's our policy. I cannot speak to other library policies, which you did address in this policy, saying it was recommended that libraries have some sort of a lending policy in place. Some are way more generous than others, and I cannot speak to who would do what. But as part of a library of things thinking, for right now, there is not a library director out there that wants to abuse the city's generosity.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
This is a motion to approve the Horicon Aquatic Center transferable pass policy as distributed in the council packet. Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy.
Aye.
Motion carries. I do not believe we have the information needed to
Nope.
act on 21. So 21, stricken. Item 22, we're acting on the street use permit for the use of the loop of Riverbend by the Horicon Historical Society.
I will make a motion to approve the street use permit for use of the loop of Riverbend Park for the Horicon Historical Society.
Second.
Is there discussion on it?
Well, if anyone wants to know.
Yeah.
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 I did contact the city attorney about it because I know like we were all kind of like, is that a street? Can we block the boat landing? What can we do? What should we not do? And without hesitation, when I contacted Clear, he said, absolutely, you should let them do it. So he didn't want us to stand in the way of the Horicon Historical Society utilizing the loop. He offered up a couple of suggestions for them, including like using the exit only as like both ways to access in and out for the boat.
That's how it's been, that's how they've always done it. so,
Okay.
yeah.
And then like maybe just like in case people get confused or can't read signage, like to, here's a number, or, yeah, he didn't have any kind of problem with it. And so I know I had relayed, because I know Cody had concerns, I think Amy had concerns. So the city attorney said it's golden, so both Cody and Amy have signed off on it.
DCERT will be there managing traffic as well.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. Thank you.
And it's just for the 3 days, right, of the
Yes.
event?
I'll say too, I've seen a lot of like positive publicity about this online already, so there's people from like all over the state planning on coming, so I feel it's a good event. They can spend some money at the ice cream station.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
This is a motion to approve the street use permit for use of the loop of Valley Street in Riverbend Park by the Horicon Historical Society, May 12th through the 14th, 2023, for their 2023 Living History Days event. Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller.
Aye.
Motion carries. 23 is to act on a request to hang a banner for the Horicon Phoenix program.
I will make a motion to approve the request to hang a banner from the Horicon Phoenix program.
Second.
We fixed that from last year, right, where you got the hole, you probably got some holes in it so it doesn't act like a parachute.
I think, yes, the recommendation from the, whoever, Westfall who made the banner was to make sure to tie it tight. He said that would make it stay better.
And this
But
is,
they didn't put any like little slits in it for the wind?
No, he said it would be fine. I think it's got some natural slits in it now, but.
Yeah, I remember some got put in there naturally last year.
and this is of course subject to the adjacent building owner's permission for the hanging of it.
So it's going from City Hall across,
Right, and I think they
It
all.
goes from bank to
Go
bank.
from bank building to bank building.
Yeah,
okay, thanks.
they approved it last year.
You guys talk to the bank?
What's that?
You talk to the bank this year?
Sometimes. Not yet, I haven't personally yet. I think BPW did it for us last year. We'll work on it.
You're in
Get
trouble.
on that, Cody.
Yeah. Surprise, Fred.
Great, do we have the motion, any other discussion? If not, All in favor, aye. Opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
So this is a motion to approve the request from Horicon Phoenix Program to hang a banner mid-May through September over Lake Street upon permission from adjacent building owners. Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Motion carries. 24, react on the purchase of phosphorus removal chemical.
This is the phosphorus removal chemical we buy every year. It was just time to get it. Prices were possibly going up, so I wanted to add it to the agenda just so we can purchase it, so we stay within our budget.
can you just refresh my memory, like where we buy this from?
It would be from Martell Water Treatment.
Martell.
Martelli. I
I got it, thank you.
Make a motion to purchase
Second.
phosphorus removal chemical.
And the amount,
$45,345.
oh, there you go.
Just what I was gonna say.
I was just helping you save your voice.
All right, any discussion on it? Great, if not,
Dick, you got that seconded?
Yeah.
All right.
all in favor, aye. Opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
So motion to approve purchase of phosphorus removal chemical from Martell Water Treatment in the amount of $45,345. Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy,
Aye.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 25 is acting on the CSM for the property at Martian Crossing. I think just got put in front of you right now tonight.
the mayor spotted something he wants changed.
You do all have a copy?
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
that was the one that Don put out yesterday, which is the same as today. But now you noticed, on here, it says Rookie Road, it's actually supposed to be Rookie Street,
Street,
yeah.
got it.
The mayor spotted that, not me,
I just remember it being a big deal last month.
January,
Around already.
when I was in the hospital, that doesn't count to me,
Oh, yeah, you were testing.
because I have no life. Okay. Well, Mitch is here if you guys have any questions about it.
What's the reasoning of the road being going in an angle versus it just going straight in?
My guess would be to maximize your development area because of all the wetland areas that are within that site.
I think that's exactly what you guys said, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, behind you.
Yes. The connection to Highway 33, as you know, is already literally set in stone. So we had to start there. And then just to the right of the upper end of the street is a fairly sizable wetland. So this avoids having to go into that while still connecting to the two parcels that the college is interested in.
Okay. I see that.
Do you want to just make a note before somebody hops out and makes a motion? So per the code of ordinances, certified surveys are recommended for approval by the plan commission first and then come to council. This is kind of going in a little bit of a different process. We're trying to coordinate work efforts between the city and Moraine Park to get this going as quickly as we all can. So this is before you tonight, and so if you were so inclined to make a motion to approve this evening, please include language in your motion that it would be pending approval from the City of Horicon Plan Commission, which they will be viewing this and making a recommendation for approval at their April 10th meeting.
So moved.
Would our motion also need to include like the word change or no?
You could do it, include just in general, any review comments.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with, because these things tend to.
Well, it's gonna be approved by the plan commission. They can have it presented to the plan commission.
These things tend to take on a life of their own as they go through the actual process of being recorded, and little things change about these things before they actually end up getting recorded. We learned that with City View. So generally what you guys physically see in front of you on these, with larger things like this, they tend to get a little bit of tweaks.
It'll be reviewed by the county as well, so they may have comments as well.
I will second Forrest's motion.
Any other discussion on the CSM? If not, all in favor, aye, opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
This is a motion to approve the proposed certified survey map for Marshland Crossing dated 3/22/2023, subject to any review comments and pending approval from the City of Horicon Plan Commission. Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy.
Aye.
Motion carries. 26 is acting on the Martian Crossing Business Park Addition
We
plans.
don't have those.
That we
The
do
next
not
two.
have. All right. I assume 27. is
Just a
also-
heads up, those could be special meetings, depending upon the timeline of when those materials arrive.
Noted.
So 26 and 27 are all.
As of right now, we're looking still though to, let me see what the dates are. Advertise, depending on when you guys would meet and everything like that, but we're targeting advertising the project the 13th and the 20th with bid opening on the 28th.
13th and 20th to run the bid ads? Okay,
But obviously we would need to present
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
and get approval.
okay. Do you know all those plans probably be in our hands?
Next week, Cody and Don will be sitting down and going through them, and
Okay.
at that point, we will make any additional changes and get it advertised.
Perfect. Thank you, Mitch.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's good. All right. So 26, 27 are out. 28 operator licenses. Dick?
None.
There are none. Item 29 is acting on the financial statement for January. Forrest?
Make a motion to approve our January bills
No.
or the financial statement for January 2023 as provided in your packet.
Second. Any discussion on the statement? All right, if not, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke.
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 30 is acting on the statement for February of 2023. Forrest?
Motion to approve the financial statement for February of 2023.
Second.
Any discussion? All right. All in favor, aye. Opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy.
Aye.
Motion carries. 31 is acting on the bills for February of 2023. Forrest?
Motion to approve the bills of February 2023 in the amount of $2,758,320.30.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, if not, all in favor, aye. Opposed, nay. Clerk, please call the roll.
Forrest Fromme,
Aye.
Dick Marshke,
Aye.
Jim Bansma,
Aye.
Marie Fenske,
Aye.
Don Miller,
Aye.
Bryce Remy.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have a motion to adjourn into closed session to deliberate terms of the sale of public property?
So moved.
Second.
And purpose for discussing city personnel for 1985 on C, got Jim and then Bruce. So I am going to turn this.
Kristen, do you know if this class B got to, that was supposed to be on there?
That has to go